Boy's heart stops after eating a hot dog. A boy who ate a heart-stopping hot dog is the subject of a strikingly odd new medical study. A report in the medical journal Pediatric describes how a 9-year-old boy's heart stopped beating after he began eating a hot dog in Istanbul, Turkey. He was later resuscitated. Choking can lead to cardiac arrest in children, but in this case, medical staff found the hot dog stimulated the boy's vagus nerve, which in turn triggered an abnormal rhythm that caused his heart to stop. Upon further investigation and an electrocardiogram, he was found to have a rare life-threatening heart rhythm condition known as Brugada Syndrome. The child was later implanted with a defibrillator to help regulate the abnormal heart rhythms via electrical impulses. The condition is reportedly inherited and more common among those of Southeast Asian descent. Take care of your ticker, it kinda keeps you going. Death by caffeine. A South Carolina teen is dead after a combo of caffeinated drinks triggered a fatal heart issue in his normally healthy heart. Davis Allen Kripe collapsed in class on April 26th and died just an hour later. The 16-year-old had consumed multiple caffeinated drinks that day and died from a caffeine-induced cardiac event, otherwise known as abnormal heart rhythm. A healthy adult can safely ingest as much as 400 milligrams of caffeine daily, equivalent to either 4 cups of coffee, 10 colas, or 3 to 5 energy drinks. But for teens, the recommended daily intake is only 100 milligrams. That's a cup of coffee, 3 colas, or 1 energy drink. Caffeine prompts the release of the stress hormone norepinephrine, too much of which can cause rapid or irregular heart rate. Not enough blood is pumped into the body as a result, thus damaging or shutting down the brain and other organs. People who have died from caffeine overdoses also experienced seizures, with some reportedly choking on their own vomit. Caffeine does have certain benefits, and the vast majority consume it with no negative effects. But experts warn it should be taken in moderation, especially for kids and adolescents. Ow, that's gonna leave a mark. A Wisconsin man drove himself to the hospital after he accidentally shot himself with a nail gun, almost hitting his heart. And yes, you heard that right. 52-year-old Peshtigo resident Doug Bergerson is a construction worker who on a hot summer day in June was working on a fireplace in a home he was building when, bang! He accidentally dropped the nail gun, causing it to fire off a 3.5-inch long nail that ricocheted and penetrated his flesh at the speed of a .22 caliber bullet. The nail landed so close to his heart that Bergerson said he could see it move along with the beat of his pulse. However, he didn't want to trouble anyone, so he drove himself 12 miles to Bay Area Medical Center's ER. He later joked he felt fine, other than having a little too much iron in his diet. He was later transferred to Aurora Baycare Medical Center in Green Bay for surgery. The surgeon who operated on Bergerson said he was lucky to be alive, and that the nail missed a main artery by a distance only as wide as the thickness of a piece of paper. Bergerson admitted that the accident was a close call, and said somebody must have been watching over him.
Thousands demand ban on elephant rides. The death of an elephant in Cambodia has led to an online outcry and calls for tourist rides on the animals to be outlawed. Sambo the elephant collapsed and died on Friday at the Angkor Wat Temple complex. The elephant, who was aged between 40 and 45, had been giving rides to tourists in temperatures which hit 40 degrees Celsius. According to a vet, the elephant died from a heart attack brought on by high temperatures and a lack of wind. She was aged between 40 and 45 years old and had worked for the Angkor Elephant Company since 2001. Photos of the dead elephant have gone viral and have led for calls for tourist rides to be banned at Angkor Wat. A Change.org petition asks Apsara, the Cambodian management authority of Angkor, to stop the practice at the temple complex. As of Wednesday, more than 45,000 people had signed the petition. The petition says Sambo's death should be the final wake-up call needed to end what it describes as a horrific practice. According to the petition, elephant rides are cruel and harmful to the animals. Animal welfare organization NGO World Animal Protection agrees. In February, it released a report naming elephant riding as the cruelest wildlife tourist attraction. The Angkor Elephant Company has 13 remaining elephants and represent the largest concentration of captive elephants in Cambodia. The company's owner said on Tuesday the elephants will now work for about 4.5 hours a day, an hour less than before Sambo's death.